It's time to make your life more fun. You have a limited amount of time, so you might as well raise your level of enjoyment on a day-to-day basis, on a moment-to-moment basis. And it all starts off by shifting your perspective, because when you shift your perspective, you really shift your entire reality. Give you an example of that. I used to say something along the lines of, well, the market is just really difficult, or it's really hard to build a business because most businesses fail. Or I would find other circumstantial evidence of people that I knew that had tried to go out there, take a risk, do something that they cared about and failed, or were struggling severely. And I used that as proof to tell myself that, no, this isn't gonna work. You're not gonna be able to do what you wanna do and be successful at it. You can't be happy and work at the same time, right? Most people don't get to have that, and so you don't get to have that. But what I started doing was shifting out of that by looking at, well, here are all the people who are doing it. And there's tons of proof that it's possible. And if they can do it, so can I, because success leaves clues, right? So I could just look at what they're doing and, at least to some degree, mimic it or learn from it, and then model it and build after it. Another example is that when I started my business 7 years ago, I thought, well, I'm too young and nobody's gonna listen to me or take me seriously. When in fact, that could also be seen as an advantage. And that was the shift I made mentally too. When I changed my perspective into something along the lines of, well, because I'm young, I have more energy, I'm more lit up, I'm more driven to actually produce content and to reach people and to make a positive impact in their lives than maybe somebody who is older and has a ton of experience. Everything that has a disadvantage also has an advantage. It's only about looking for it. In what way does this make you stand out or give you a cutting edge on everybody else? What I'm saying is that if you shift your perspective, you'll probably enjoy your life a lot more, because it's not about what's happening from an objective point of view. It's about what's happening subjectively, how you're experiencing it and how you're taking it in. And of course, the meaning that you are assigning to it. Secondly, start doing things for yourself first. I remember when I was making videos because I needed to grow my business. Well, it worked, don't get me wrong, but I was a lot less happy. I wasn't having as much fun. When I started doing it because I just wanted to and it felt good and I enjoyed the process of it, it was a lot of fun and I was happy. When I go skiing, I like to ski a lot and I live in Norway and I love the snow. I do it because I love skiing, right? I don't do it so that I can get something out of it. Don't get me wrong, the health benefits are nice and just being out in nature, right? It's a good experience. But ultimately, I just like the process. I just think it's fun. And so there's no other agenda, there's no other meaning attached to it. Therefore, I let go of any outcome or needing something in return, and I can really, really have fun doing that. You probably have something like this in your life that you just do because you like doing it. Well, what if everything you did came from that place? It is possible. I'm not telling you to instantly make that shift and forever hold that frame, but can you start challenging yourself to actually say, how can I see this from a place of enjoyment and fun? Because it's possible if you just open your mind to it. And this goes hand in hand with allowing yourself to be happy. So often we say things to ourselves like, if this happens, then I'll feel like this. Or once I get here. And it's called if-then living, right? Whenever you put off your happiness or delay it to the future, you're saying, I can't have it now, either because I'm not deserving of it or I'm not ready for it or something needs to be different circumstantially so that I can truly let myself feel happy. Well, what if you could just say, no, I don't need any conditions to be fulfilled. I'm making a choice right now to smile, laugh, have fun, and appreciate the little things and be grateful for what I do have. Even if you feel like you need so much more to fulfill you and you have huge ambitions, great, but can you enjoy what's here and now? Can you fully take it in? Because that will make it easier to go get more of what you want. You see, most people think that if they get rid of that, then they won't be driven. But that's desperation. That is a low source of fuel. It's not high quality. What you want to change to is inspiration. So doing it because you want to and you're inspired to and it's fun, not because you have to so that you can then be happy because you achieved it. What if you were just happy right now without achieving it? And then when you achieve it, even better, I guess, or not. Doesn't matter because you're already in that state. And so whatever you do is going to be a lot more enjoyable. Also, if you want to make your life more enjoyable overall, then go over to erafael.com and follow the instructions on that page to book a free call with either me or somebody with my team so we can see how we can help you personally, support you in your life and in your business growth, and really help you achieve your next big goal, all while having fun and actually enjoying the journey, not sacrificing yourself and being stressed all the time and doing things that you don't enjoy. Again, if you want to take advantage of this offer, just go to erafael.com and follow the instructions there. Couple more things that we got to look at real quick. Abundance versus scarcity and lack mentality. If you're thinking that there is such thing as competition or limited resources and your mind is fixated on these things, then you're going to feel like there's not enough for you or you can't have your share. You're going to be limited. You're going to basically cut yourself off from having resources. It's really a self-fulfilling prophecy because when you tell yourself that there's not enough, then that means that it would be unfair of you. So now you feel sort of obliged through morality to not take what you really want, to not fully go after it. So then you put brakes on yourself and you hold yourself back and you start spinning your wheels and self-sabotaging so that you don't get the growth and progress that's desirable to you. And there's a great solution to this. You just stop. You stop putting limits on yourself. You stop looking at what resources might be limited or how difficult it might be to acquire them. And instead, you just become neutral about it. You don't have an opinion on everything. And I know that this is strange to most people because it was definitely very alien to me. You know what's pretty great is when you don't form an opinion and thought pattern about every little thing, you can kind of just relax a lot more because you don't have something to prove, you don't have something to fight against, you're not creating polarity, you're not creating evil and good, and now you have to go and have this moral fight in your mind over whether or not you even deserve what you want. If you can fully drop this and let it go and just do the things that you want to do and enjoy the process and have fun, then everything that you do will just be much more likely to bear fruits, to actually yield. But instead of being hungry for the result and desperately wanting the outcome, you'll just be having fun the whole way, along the way. Finally, I just want you to reduce noise and distractions. It's crazy what happens when you just sit in a room by yourself for 1 hour with no phone or anything around you to pull away your attention. If you just settle in to the silence and you listen and you just let your mind run, see all the thoughts, give it some time, it's really amazing what starts to come up. It's really crazy how much we suppress ourselves by constantly stimulating ourselves and looking for something to, again, give us a temporary sense of pleasure or happiness. And when we do that, we really ignore the deep voice within that can tell you exactly what you need right now, which might be a bubble bath or might be a nice fresh fruit or some water, or might be something a little more complex than that. However, you can't hear it if you're constantly drowning it out by just stimulating yourself or eating foods that aren't good for you or just doing things to distract yourself from how you really feel. Let yourself catch up. Really just give yourself some time to decompress and sync with what's going on internally. Listen to that, and you will very clearly know exactly what the next big step is for you.